It's your boy Concert Viz 34. Today I want to talk about the release of DMB, Dave Matthews Band, the latest live tracks in their series, Live Tracks 44, from the Gorge Amphitheater, September 4th, 2016, was the date of the show selected. It'll be out December 5th, 2017, and you can pre-order it right now. Now, this show is one of the best shows of 2016. You could argue that SPAC Night 2 is better, and there's a couple other shows that you could put up there in the debate as well, especially for a year where, in my opinion, it was underwhelming the lack of rare songs or special surprises were not like I thought they would be. We got Crash Into Me 3 million times, including twice up here in the Northeast. I went to Mansfield, Mass, and then Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, Crash Into Me twice. Yay. But still a great year. The band sounded good. It's just overall, I wish there were more 25th anniversary surprises. But this show, amazing. You got the Dodo Tease, the Stone. You got a 41 in the Say Goodbye. You got Pig. And it's the first song is the encore, the last stop, typical situation there towards the end of the set. The Makers there as well. So this is definitely an awesome show. What you'll also see with this show is it's going to be a Blu-ray that actually has high definition footage. Something that kind of I got hustled by. I should have known. Should have been smarter than that. But the live tracks, I believe it was the one in Madison Square Garden a couple live tracks ago I bought here, and it was a Blu-ray, but it was standard definition. So because it was from the 2000s, early 2000s, it was not HD. It was just shot, general shooting to put up on the screens. At that time, that were a little bit smaller MSG. So I should have known it wasn't going to be HD. It wasn't set for a day they were going to record have special cameras everywhere. It's just general shots from the crowd. So glad this one will be in high definition Blu-ray with HD cameras that were shooting it. Definitely should be great for fans waiting for that for years and years. Now, one thing I will say, I do wish that the bonus tracks for the Warehouse were a little bit more of something to get us to buy through the Warehouse for members like me of the fan club. I'm not gonna buy this early or pre-order it. It's got Big Eye Fish. We got that Live Tracks 36. It's gonna sound probably around the same. Satellite. We don't need another Satellite. Granny, definitely dope. And recently, definitely dope. But again, in 2016, those reversions are not gonna be like the older ones. Cry Freedom, definitely something that if this was matched up with some other songs, it would have been something I would have tried to buy. Rooftop, yeah. One Sweet World, again, we've had a bunch of those YAM past. So I definitely was hoping that we would get some of those new songs, Bismarck, Bob Law, even if they just threw in a Virginia in the Rain and some of that stuff from I believe that was 2015. Yeah, 2015. I wish they threw in some of that, some of those stuff, Black and Bluebird, just to have another version of that. I really was hoping that was going to be on the bonus track, but it's not. So for now, I'm going to hold off. I'll probably end up buying this because it's a great show from 2016. Now, another thing I do want to address is every live tracks where I already have 44 of these, there's always people that are mad that a show they love did not get the pick to be added. And really, what you have to look at, if you're a fan that's upset, oh, this 2000 show, or oh, this show, SPAC Night 2, 2016, you have to remember that this releasing of great music from a live show, it's going to be, a lot of the great shows are going to be held back. We've had some awesome shows. I think back to Wetlands Preserve, awesome show. Live tracks 1 through 3, but all those are just ill. As far as, in Worcester, Golden Gate Park in San Fran, and in Hartford, so they is Live Tracks 3, I believe. So they came out the gate killing it. But they're going to save some of these great shows that people don't see yet in the live tracks for after when the band's old and unfortunately if members start to pass away. Look at the Grateful Dead, and some of the best shows ever are just coming out in 2017 for that 1977 run of shows, especially the Cornell show in New York. That show just came out in the last year or so and was priced at $30. I think that the way records are going, the way people aren't buying a lot of stuff, the fan base that is the Dave Matthews Band, loyalists here, they will buy anything that comes out. So they're gonna wait for this fan base to get a little bit older. They're gonna wait for the band to retire from playing music, for members again, unfortunately, to pass away before we get some amazing shows that we can buy on CD. Shoot, even the DMB Live 25 was vinyl only. I guarantee you, in 20 years from now, even 15 years from now, you're going to see some of this music that people have hoped to have the high quality soundboard recordings instead of the taper versions. You're going to see some of that stuff come out. So if you're upset that a live track show is not going to be one that you remember being there live, or one you remember from tapes that you traded around back in the day, all I would say is just look, it's part of the business. You're going to see a bunch of stuff 15, 20 years from now come out, get pulled up and be put at $30, put at even more than that by then with inflation, just because that's the nature of the record label and the record industry, where people aren't making as much money as far as these record companies from sales from music. So they're going to hold stuff off until it means more, until people anticipate it more. But along the way, you know what? A lot of these live tracks are amazing. Even the worst ones are amazing. If you get your hands on one, you trade with a friend, where you buy one, they buy another, and then you say, hey, let me listen to this. I mean, it's a great series. It's a great band that has a good mix of having mainstream popularity, but still having some of that feeling of, all right, every set is different. Some songs are a little bit different. So it'll be good to see what happens next. I'm guessing this is probably going to be one of the last live tracks of the year, just because it'll be December 5th by then. I don't think they're going to push a second live tracks towards the holidays. Maybe we get a D&B live, which those are sources that are just they're not in stereo. They're going to be in analog, and they're not going to have as great of a quality as some of the stuff that has better recording, but it's still some rare stuff. So maybe we get a D&B live, or maybe we get some other sort of music. But the next step, it looks like, after this live tracks, is probably going to be the album that, who knows, maybe it comes out in 2018, it appears. Allegedly, no one really knows. But that's pretty much what I think. Let me know what you guys think about the live tracks. What do you think about the bonus disc? Is it going to make you buy the warehouse pre-sale? I don't know if they've already sold out of those extended track or encore track bonus CDs that are only through the fan club. Are you going to buy the Blu-ray? First HD Blu-ray for live tracks that's truly shot in HD versus being put on a Blu-ray and in standard def recordings. Pretty much it. And I got my little Toon Squad Michael Jordan jersey on, so happy Halloween, guys. And I am out.